Hello and welcome to another Let's Draw Live. We are here an hour earlier than last week, um, just so that I could spend more time with you and answer some of your questions and draw without having to rush so much. My name is Nzabangome Zulu. I am an author and art instructor, and I help once aspiring artists fall in love with trying again. So if you have any questions concerning your art where you might feel stuck, please feel free to let me know in the comments. It is very hot today. This is a drawing session I had yesterday. Really happy with how it came out. I'm gonna do one long drawing. Not immediately, but eventually. So I'm just gonna practice, do some warm ups. And yeah, if you're new, let me know where you're from. Need to pick up this camera if I'm gonna be able to draw nicely here. Sharpen my pencil and get into this. Hey, my ride or die is in the chat. Hi, babe. This woman is the most amazing woman I have ever met in my life. I'm glad to be sharing a life with her. Not only a husband, I am a father of two amazing little girls that this amazing woman takes care of when I'm out here drawing. How blessed I am. Just sharpening the pencil. Is Joy watching? Nice. Hi, Joy. Papa loves you. Papa's got a bit of the sniffles right now. I need to turn this camera a bit. Okay. And then, alright, cool. So yeah, let's get into some practice. What I'm planning to do with the hour is I'm planning to do warm-ups and slow warm-ups. Nothing rushed, nothing fast, and I guess that's relative. You might feel like I am going fast, though I'm just going according to my current speed level. It's definitely slower than my art instructors, but that's not the point. The point is to draw according to the thought of speed. And I'm so glad that I remembered that as I was learning from my business mentor. It's important to have mentors in every area of your life. Okay. Oh, I can't remember this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it this folder here. It's already starting with it. Need to minimize. I was thinking of drawing either Spider-Man or like um I think his name is Cliff from the this new game Crimson Desert, just because everyone's talking about it. And I can't even remember if both came out this week or it was last week. I have not been keeping track of time. There's definitely some foreshortening, so that it'll bigger. It looks a bit bigger than it should, but let's see. Let's just keep flowing anyways, because hmm, there we go. That's better. This is what I like about sketching is low pressure to create something that looks beautiful, masterful, etc. In fact, even when professional artists are working on something, they often go through this process where you're kind of figuring things out. How are things going to sit in the final picture? It's an adventure, it's a journey. It is hot up here, by the way. I don't know about in the lounge how it is for you, and it's hot here. Sorry for that. Two things I realize that I do a lot is make the nose too big. So I'm trying to correct that now. Then I have to make the rest of the head big and stuff. So drawing things in proportion. If you don't see a response from my wife, it's because we have kids. And if you have kids, then you understand. Even here, I didn't have to do so much. Let's see. Let's let's um just holding something here like this. So I didn't want to spend too long on this pose. So let's go and do another one. Slow as well. Take my time, but doesn't mean I have to um then spend forever working on the thing, the thingamajig, the drawing, especially as I'm planning to. What did I ask? I don't even remember. I think it's if it was hot. Like, how is it hot downstairs? That's what I asked. Because it's hot here. Can we make it smaller? Because in the drawing, I mean, the picture it kind of is. Can reduce the size of these things. And that's something that I'm beginning to challenge myself in doing is just smaller sizes, you know. I think it's probably somewhere here. So contact that. It's crazy. Ah, what arrived then? There is a book I've been waiting for more context. It has been more than a month, and yeah, it's not here. I feel like it's stuck in customs, and I don't want to have to deal with customer service. It really sucks. And so now, every time there's like a delivery, someone passing by, you know, our gate, um, I make this joke that it's FedEx because FedEx is the one who's supposed to be bringing my thing, and they haven't, and it's lame, but it is what it is. Could be worse. Um, and that's it. So yeah, something came through, wasn't what I hoped it would be, and that's love. Yep, international card. That's cool. Nice. Came just in time. And I'll do another one. Now I'm getting away from just like, ugh, this is for shorthand. Okay. Right. I'm getting away from, really detailed stuff. Um, yeah. Um, what was I saying? I kind of got lost in my own thoughts. Yeah, just, practicing the stuff that matters the most, essentially, because the rest is a building on top of the foundation. And if the foundation is not in place, then it shows in your work. Also, just slowing down. I've been enjoying that recently. It's one of the things I teach, not even just in my program, but what I call a drawing comeback method. And that the key to fast is slow. Now, I've definitely been slower than this with less, um, with less skill, for lack of a better word. And so I'm happy to see what I'm able to do when I slow it down the way that I am. And the thing is, it's not even about drawing slow per se, but just slowing down and just drawing at the thought of speed, as Patrick Jones puts it. Drawing at the thought of speed. Yeah, I'll deal for you. Just need Dory Sushi to help me go through it. Well, you mean with the book, with the book not coming? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, shout out Dory Sushi. Foreshortening is a blast. Yeah, these are these not so tough lines. And then, yes. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'll deal with it. I thank you though for sacrificing yourself. This woman is so amazing. She raising my kids. She's raising them with me, but when I'm not there, that's the person who's there. You know, playing our part in this partnership. Go Paris. And grateful that she's the one that I am partnering with. Choose your partners wisely, people. Always go by the leading of the Lord. Always. Can't go wrong. Not who you think God has chosen for you, but who God has actually chosen for you. Big difference. Not who you want, but who He has. And sometimes who you want is who He has, but it should never be predicated upon who wants the one that you want, but rather the one that He wants. Just gonna draw some hair here. You're preaching. Thank you. I'm preaching. I'm telling it like it is, bro. Telling it like it is. Okay. So that's that with this one. Um, yeah. Because then I could do shading and all that stuff. That's fine. It ain't necessary. Just more interested in the shapes, the basic shapes. I think the foreshortening it wasn't so bad. Probably room for improvement somewhere. I'll see it later. We have time today. Today we have time. Now, gonna ask the chat, which so far has been my amazing laugh. What should I draw between Spider-Man and Crimson Desert? Let me put in a poll. Let's see. Can I add? Yeah. Spider-Man or Cliff Crimson Desert? Spider-Man, Cliff. Let's see. And give somebody who comes in the option to choose as well. There you go. Yeah, see what people want. Okay. It's so crazy. Like, just slowing down. Hey, Spider Man. I also want to draw Spider Man. I have to go back and listen because of people's. You know, nah, it's fine. I know what you gotta do, girl. And it's crazy when you slow down. Like, I've just freed up myself from any burden I didn't realize I was carrying. Oh, I got some foreshortened fingers here. I'll just, I'll just do it like that. I'll just do it like that, and leave it like that. So I don't want to give it too much attention. But yes, I was saying that it's, any burden I didn't realize I was giving myself is has really been lifted because I feel like I'm going at my own pace, and I have for the most part. But all I mean to say is that with the slowing down, I'm already seeing the benefits it's giving me. And I'm grateful. Okay. Alright. Alright. So Spider Man 100%. Any case. Let's keep drawing. It's been freeing. Now when I'm like watching Patrick Jones videos, I definitely try to catch up to his speed. I don't know if I should change that now. Just to have possibly better session. It's also the question of time. You know, when your time is limited, and you know that if you can dedicate X amount of time into drawing, then at least you'll get something out of it. And the session doesn't have to be perfect anyway. So and I've really improved by drawing the way that I have so far. But what's gonna make me better isn't what I've already been doing. It's changing the thing that makes me much better in my arts, in my crafts. So yeah, 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 yeah. I guess this is somewhat foreshortened because it's coming through this. It's coming forward a bit. It's not that obvious, but it's coming forward like that. And yeah, there's a neck. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's all I'm seeing here. This is a really long leg. This will be smaller. Let's make it smaller. And you see the power of slowing down? Just allows you to see errors quicker and make adjustments where needed. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you're hearing me good. I saw that the connection failed or something, so just let me know if you can still hear me, if everything's good. Okay, I finally found her arm, but it doesn't matter right now. Next drop. So many foreshortened ones. Right. Okay. Hmm. Not gonna really see much of this. And then There you go. It's a bit better. Big nose, but it's fine. Can't really see well what the pose is from there. No, I'm actually happy with this one. I'm looking at it again, like, oh, nice. And yeah, this pack. Oh, oops. This pack of photos has a number of foreshortened poses. Let me see if I can squeeze one small one here, because the let's see this. Boom. Let's do that. That's cool. Now let's pull this one off as well. I think today the audio is a bit lower, but we can hear you nicely what's my ear. It could be my thing. I'm not sure. It's all the way up here, so I'm not sure. I don't know. The fan might be disturbing a bit, but I'm not drawing without the fan on. It's too hot. It's too hot for discomfort. Yeah, well, I can't really do much here. Uh, now the head is a bit lower. It's a bit lower. You see, just looking at it again, and then it's better. Just taking your time, and that's the key to learning anything fast is learning it slowly, learning it one day at a time, or one step rather. Yeah, I think And I got space for a few more in here. This one's the same, just smaller. Let's squeeze it. Let's make it really, it's really small. Let's see. Sorry about that. I know the mic catches me when I do that with my nose. It's only when like it's kind of runny. So apologies for that. There probably times it's been happening. I'm not saying anything. It's not my intention. Thank you for bearing with me. It is big. Ball is getting big, but I'm glad I attempted this really tiny version. Ugh, that's too big. Anyways, I knew it wouldn't look that crazy. There's some up close ones. I'm changing the page. Then I'm gonna wrap up with these. Maybe we'll just do one. I'll do one last one. Then I'll do male figures because if I'm gonna draw Spider-Man, I need to make sure that my hand is already getting used to drawing guys, and not that I don't have experience, but um, just refresh. I've been seeing it say OBS disconnected, and I wonder if it's been disturbing the stream. Please let me know. I would hate for y'all to be having a sour experience because of that. Because that's not my intention at all. Okay, now one last drawing here. Got a bit distracted. Anyways, actually like that. So I'm just looking at the torso, and that's what's happening. Shoulders here. I don't know if you can hear my baby girl crying, but one of my baby girls. It's probably almost time for Hello, hello, hello. I think I was mute for some time. And again, sorry for that. It's blowing my nose. Actually, I think the battery died and then, yeah. Anyways, okay. So this is the last one for this model. This female pose. Let's do some guys. That scene of Spider Man on the phone. Which one? Is it on my phone? Well, mm, I need to see that. Um, the scene of Spider Man on the phone. Do you mean in the beginning of the trailer? Yeah, I'm drawing Tom Holland Spider Man, but which one? I'm not too sure. Like, picture, whatever. You get some water. Yeah, it's hot, bro. I'm wanting winter to come. I'm not afraid anymore. When it gets this hot, you wake up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get Pinterest. Let's do Pinterest. Let's do Pinterest. Brother, it is hot. Yeah, because I know I got some good stuff from Pinterest. Some body reference poses. Let's be on the board. Oh, let's do this one. In future, I will have things just set up and all, but right now it's how it's gonna have to be. And just some loose stuff. Nothing detailed or anything. Loose does not mean fast. So I almost kicked it into high gear. I'm looking at the time that I have left, and if I want to get that drawing done in an hour, then it would be wise to pick up the pace a bit. But let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. I know that once we get like ACs, we'll be fine with summer. But right now, man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, this is a huge dude. I'm only noticing now. There we go. How easy it is to just correct mistakes, you know? I still have to find the picture, so not take long with this. He's a huge dude. That means this is a bit longer, that's okay. Okay. And then I think I'll do this one or this one. I like this one. Smaller though, but oh, this is beautiful. Like the pose is so nice. It's so elegant, and I like what I was able to do with the lines. Like, let's make the shoulder smaller a little bit. I think this this elegant one is a good one. Just before I start with the Spidey one, because Spider-Man is agile. Apparently, he does whatever a spider can. So okay. Seeing another cool pose there on the side, but in any case, man, like in my mind, I'm taking like longer and like I have less time, and I look at how many minutes left. I'm like, oh, Which I'm not complaining about, by the way. I'm just surprised. But I am out of time now. And over here, it's all darkened and stuff. Yeah, let's make that smaller. Tricep there. Boom. But I really like this. This pose, I really, I really like. Mm. Right? So this is the one. So that's supposed to be smaller. In any case, I'm gonna look for the Spider-Man picture now. Let's see, Tom Holland, Spider-Man. I could write Spider-Man brand new day and see. Hmm. Yeah, I think the best one is the one that I've seen already. Welcome back. I found the picture. I'm gonna draw. It's not a high risk, but it will do. And I'll show you soon exactly which picture it's gonna be. And then we get started. And we get started. Hey, it's really like this is the resolution, man. Like there you go. That's what I'll be trying this one. Oh, you what? We'll just go into it. Just takes an all. Hey. Ah. Oh, picture. This is how artists run their business today. For the gram. Who is Shui6664? Hello. Nice to have you here. And where are you from? Alright. You from the US? Well, nice to have you here. If you have any questions related to art, please let me know. I'm currently drawing a picture of Spider-Man since it's all up in the news now. It's a brand new day. But if you have any questions at all, I'd be happy to help you however I can. Shui6664 says thank you. Of course, anytime. Anytime. I mean, not that I've helped you yet, but you know, no pressure, no worries. If you feel like you don't have a question today, you can always have a look at my YouTube channel. I go over things like why most aspiring artists quit and how to avoid that, and the simpler way to drawing that actually gets you results faster. I hope you find something of value when you hop over there. But there's plenty of material there for you. The dynamism of Spider-Man. Here's a fun fact for you, viewers of mine. Todd McFarlane is an artist that popularized this dynamic drawing of Spider-Man and also the spaghetti webs. But in the past, Spider-Man wasn't moving as expressively as he became known for eventually. Todd McFarlane is also responsible for creating Venom, the Spider-Man symbiote, really talented artist in the Spawn series if you are aware of it. But where it relates to Spider-Man, he's the guy who was bold enough to go, what if he did this or expressed himself this way? And I think that's pretty cool. It wasn't obvious. It wasn't even liked by the editors at the time who were running Marvel, if you can believe it. But people at the time were really drawn to that style, which gave him the ability to not only continue that way, but then basically create his brand, you know? So that's comic book Spider-Man history for you. My my Spider-Man is buff, buffer than the reference, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've always liked the nimble one, the lean one. I don't know if you're a Spider-Man fan, but I'd be curious to know if you are. Which is your favorite Spider-Man in terms of the actors? Do you even like Spider-Man at all? No? I th- I'm like I like Spider-Man, but I'm not a super fan or anything. I think I like Tom more because I grew up. That makes sense. That's fair. That's fair. And you're not a big fan of Spider-Man, and so is Sarah. Okay. Oh, you heard the way I said your name, Sarah. Sarah's my wife, by the way. She's hanging around, but that's cool to know. So, who's your favorite hero, if you even into heroes? Because some people don't even really like superheroes like that. I have to think. It's a hard question. Oh, okay. No problemo. At your time. And do you draw? Just curious. I know you're here in drawing live stream, but do you do any drawings yourself? Some people just like to watch others draw. Feel like these eyes need to be smaller, but it's coming together. You drawing right now too? Oh, that's cool. And what are you drawing specifically, if you don't mind me asking? Okay. Oh, cool. Drawing a character, design a character of yours. Gonna put this just to. Okay. I should have chosen Hulk. I don't have to deal with any lines of the suit. I forgot about that, but it's fine. We can do it. We've got time. And for the hero question, I'm a fan of Mantis and Nebula from the Guardians movies, but I don't know much about the comic versions of them. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never heard someone like um, mention them specifically, but that's cool. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. It's that's actually cool to hear that those characters are liked by people such as yourself to that degree. And I'm similar to you. I don't really know much of the comic versions of most superheroes I was introduced to through movies, which I think is most people in today's age. I also didn't have much access to comic books in my home country when growing up, so those things also factor. But doesn't mean we don't get to like and love these characters just because it's the movie version. This character that you're drawing and designing, who is it inspired by, or what is it inspired by? I'm from Swaziland or Eswatini. Don't know what Google will show you because the name of the country changed some years back. But now I live in Brazil. Oh, that's good. There we go. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna add a bit more detail because I'm saying okay, so that means his shoulder is doing this, right? I'm working with a low res photo, but it's fine. All right. fact, before I even add any pencil in, let's see. I can just start shading stuff already. Shading in advance. You know where Eswatini is? That's cool. Most people don't. Um, and I'm not even like surprised because it's not really known. But cool. I need to find a high res for this photo, man. I need to do it justice. Not sure how to describe my character. She's kind of like a model, I suppose. I see. And do you have any story, or you just like um, just creating characters? So big better. 720. Yes, better. Wait. And a spy. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. And what inspired the idea? Inspired. Don't mind me, bro. Still working on the details. Sounds to me, if I'm not mistaken, that you'd like to make your own story, like a comic book or something. Would I be correct in assuming that? Just by the sounds of it. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, give it my touch. I have to create a Discord group called Drawing and Talking. Are you gonna administrate it? Since you like administrating. I definitely want to do that with my students, like a private group, and we're just drawing and talking. Wow, this is like the third finger. I'm glad I put it here because that can be a tangent. My goodness, yeah, didn't even notice that. Crazy. Okay, okay. sounded like sounded like bro. Yes, I want to make my own comic or graphic novel one day. I don't know what inspired my character because I've taken inspo from a lot of places. Okay, that's fair. You remind me of a time that I wanted to work on this like secret agent comic myself. I used to make comic books in my childhood years and even up to my teenage years. Then over time, I stopped. I even abandoned drawing, and almost a decade later, I came back to it. And now that I figured out how to come back to it and remain consistent, I then help people who've also abandoned their art to fall in love with drawing again. And it seems like I've been attracting a lot of comic book makers and stuff, so that's cool. If you do need any help or advice, like any tips, I'd be happy to help however I can when it comes to that. How long have you been drawing for? Sada says yes. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you shall be compensated very well. Goes without saying. Yeah, just let's see. Pretty much your entire life. Depending on how old you are, that's either a long time or a short time. But it sounds to me like you're dedicated, so that's cool. Tsunami Arts 12, hey, nice art, just subscribe. Thank you so much for the sub. Nice to have you here. Where you coming from? Where was I? I think I was somewhere here. Because I know this is the back. And then the shoulder's kind of somewhere here. You can see that. And then, Shui, you said you've been drawing for a long time. I mean, sorry, pretty much your whole life. Is art something that you want to pursue professionally, or is it something you do as a hobby? Tsunami Arts, once again, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. You want to do it professionally? Cool, cool. And yeah, once again, that's great. Number one, I do believe we need more artists now than ever before. So just knowing that this is something you want to pursue professionally, that I'm really happy to hear that. It's so common to be talked against taking art professionally or seriously, and yet everything in life is formed and shaped by art. The clothes that we wear, um, the movies you watch, like how animation's done, the phones we use, PCs, buildings, you name it. Everything, brands, logos, right? Like everything is shaped and impacted by art. So the more artists there are, the better, I believe. What would you say are your biggest issues or your biggest questions, things that you're not sure about when it comes to pursuing art professionally? Your biggest concerns, I think, is the word I wanted to use. Concern that you won't be able to find decent work. That's fair. I think in today's climate, what I've heard about, or what I've heard from different artists is just like being able to monetize it in a sustainable way. Now, let me ask you another question. If you found a way to comfortably and frequently get decent work, or rather, have a stable income from your art, what would that be like for you? Like, how would that feel if you'd be able to do that? Mm, wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. I would be really happy because I don't have a large interest in other work fields. And wow, like, do you know like how powerful that is? How amazing that would be doing something that you love, um, and not having to depend on any other job in order to sustain yourself. That's like the best of both worlds. You're doing something you love, and it's not only paying you the bills, it's giving you a life and opportunities that you would have desired. Like, how amazing would that be? I'm asking these questions because, like, love to understand you more and just um see, like, the type of person you are, just in terms of like your art. And man, I must say, you are one of very few. You sound to me like you're the few people. There's a majority that follow the trendy route or what's most common, and what's safe, but you sound like someone um, that would be willing to do what it takes to realize that. And it's very few people who do that. So I just want to like recognize that in you, man, and encourage you to keep going. I've got this much done. I think I can do another layer of shading. Spend almost half an hour here, and in half an hour I'll be gone. Thank you for the encouragement. I'm really passionate about art, and seeing someone else with a similar view is nice. Ah, yeah, yeah, man. My wife can tell you I have done different areas of work growing up and just never felt satisfied. I just always felt like there was more for me, and I really believe that we were created to create with purpose, and then when we don't operate in our creativity, we are not operating in our purpose. And that's why it frustrates us when we do anything else. And what would you be willing to do in order to realize um, this desire, this dream? So, you know, pursue art professionally and have it financially provide for you in a stable way. What would you be willing to do to make that happen? I think I dropped my charcoal. Up there it is. Right now, I'm pursuing a graphic design major. I would say that learning all I can about what I specifically want to pursue is how I'm trying to achieve my goals for now. Read that again. What I want to pursue is how I'm trying to achieve. Okay. No, that sounds great. And again, I'm glad to see how much determination you have. I mean, the reality of the matter is some people make money the reason why they can't do things. And the reality is, money isn't as valuable as time. Because I shared with you how I did other jobs and etc. And while I might be trying again, which I'm really grateful for, the thing that I can't get back is the time I lost. And money is something you can get back, but not time. And so that's just an encouragement for you to know that there are no obstacles that you can't overcome. And if you'd be interested, I'm actually hosting a free webinar this coming week, and I think you'll find it really insightful and helpful. It just goes over everything that a person needs today to not only make a living from art, but enjoy their art, make it easy, and the easier it is, the faster you improve. The faster you improve, the more you're making art that you're proud of. So if you're interested in that, just let me know, and I can put my email in the text in the chat, and you can just say hey. Then I'll just know to add you there. 34. Sure thing. So yeah, you can make it. It's really no problem. I just feel like you'd find it very valuable and have a good time from that. If you can, it is what it is. So leave my email here. .com. Boom. I need to wrap up with this drawing here because I'm running out of time. I'm so glad you came onto the live stream. It's been cool talking to you. I can't explain it, but there's something about speaking to like-minded people, or yeah, similar people who have a drive and desire for something. And it could have been anything, but especially because it's drawing, like I really felt motivated to just keep going. So thanks for coming on. Let's do the spider now. I've never drawn Spider-Man in my charcoal saga, which is me drawing with charcoal. So I'm kind of maybe overthinking things. And how's your character coming along? I'm sad you don't have many of the views, really. Hey, I appreciate you, man, but it's okay. It's it's just part of the process, and the only thing I need to do is keep showing up. Because if I didn't show up today, then you wouldn't have come on here. And so my job is just to keep showing up, and I'm sure more people like you will come along. But if you do know anyone else that's like you, your friends, I'd appreciate the recommendation. my channel and stuff, especially if you've been getting some value out of it. Like, would you say you've been getting some value out of this live stream? And it could be better, but I'll keep working towards that. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's what I love about drawing. Is like it's almost like a game all the time. At times unpredictable. So that journey, that whole experience, is what really makes it fun. More than even getting the final result, wouldn't you say? Since I've had to think about my motivations behind art, so I think I've gotten value out of this. Watching Just by myself. Ah, thank you, man. Like, I'll be honest with you. Number one, I'm really grateful that you're getting value out of this. And number two, this whole like me drawing and stuff, it's really just a means to open up a conversation with fellow aspiring artists. Well, fellow artists, let me say, and whether you're aspiring or not, but and see how I can help, in them navigating their way into their path. So I'm glad you like the drawing, but I'm more glad that you've gotten value out of this. Dang, that link doesn't go. I wanted to help you guys to connect. What, like connect to my Instagram? Because I can send it. I know you can't. Or where did you want us connecting? My unofficial admin is speaking. Is trying to link us up. Let's make it. That's it. Cool talk between others. I'm just here for the dry. Nah, I think you're trying to soften me up for some sushi. Oh, so hot, man. It's so hot. I'm dripping. The fan's on, but I'm dripping. Not much ventilation that enters the room that I'm in, but it's the only room that I have to where I can set up this way. I'm glad the suit doesn't have that many lines. Uh, 'Cause it's easier to it's easier to do. Okay, you wanted me to put my Instagram? Fine. My Instagram is this. So if you're interested in following along with me on my Instagram, gotta get going, but you subscribe, man. Thanks for showing up. It was good to have you on, and have a great weekend. Stay drawing. You, thanks. Maybe can't really see from there. We're getting there, wife. Let's see if we can negotiate something. In relation to your sushi campaign, because I'd like to finish this drawing. I'm almost done with it. And I know I've said that a lot of times. I wasn't lying, but yeah, it happens. But I'd like to ask for just a bit more time to finish this up. I'm not just left with the lines, these the webbings on his suit, but I'm getting close to just the final, the final phase. Let's call it that. So oh, that's true. Oof, I hope I'll be done by then. Okay, just got disqualified from sushi. But I still might need a bit more time than that. We'll see. I know you need me more than the sushi. The girls with the ladies. Da, 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 da. Hey, Russell's in. What's up, man? Good to see you. Okay. Better be part two. Yes, ma'am. Is Russell still in the chat? Russell, for anyone who's wondering, was a friend I met at a 5 day challenge called the 10K Offer Challenge. He's also a brother in Christ, which is always cool to see one more person representing the kingdom. So it's cool to see you here if you're still here. Ah, yeah, you in. You in. Cool. I don't understand how this was my favorite superhero, but I guess I didn't love him because of how long it took to design or draw his outfit. It was my love for him that made me go through it or go through with it. And the way Todd McFarlane would do like the outfits was crazy. He put so much detail and effort into the webbings and the costumes. Hey Russell, do you know Color Vault? I feel like you would mess with that band. I could be wrong, but I just have a hunch. Welcome back, oh. We're gonna make it a little bit prettier, guys. Just you watch. Won't look that much different than it does now, but that little difference is gonna change the way the picture looks for sure. Um, Never heard of them. Hold on, when I search the webs, no problemos, and no pun intended, because we are, you know, the web head and all. All right, I think. That's that's it. I didn't notice that they did that with his outfit. Like this part doesn't have much of the web lines. That's interesting. All right. Well, there's still this part here. Can't really see well. I'm just I'm just shooting my shot, guys. You're not gonna see it that well, anyways. Whew, because now I need to take things to another level. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, pun intended. Nice. They call you crazy or cringy and all, but eventually, uh, God leads you to your people, to your kind, to your tribe. They call of all kind of slabs. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad you're liking it. Color Vault is something else for me, man. I really enjoy their music, and just where they're willing to go with with worship, it's crazy. Let's see what I can do. It's so weird that on the net I'm only getting like these 720p pictures of this pose. Like no one has a full res or full HD res for it, but we're making it work. It's just nice to get something that has more detail in it so that you know what you're doing with it and what you would rather exclude if need be. It's more creative freedom, I guess, but we'll make it work. Yeah. It's so funny trying to, not funny, but tricky, dealing with black, and you're still trying to emulate blue, you know? I find that to be somewhat of a challenge. Then I have to go with these lines just a little bit more. It would be nice to have music playing in the background that was like, you know, I could try like a Spotify party, like put in a link, then we could all be vibing to or something. Then at least that's one way around the copyright strike risks. The idea just came to my mind now because I do like listening to music while I draw. Not that I need it, but it's nice. Ooh, okay. Now for the finishing touch, and it's 5. Okay, so maybe I won't need extra time. Uh, let's get this out of the way. Just put that happening. I think my wife is saying nice to the fact that I won't need extra time and not to the drawing, right? Just double checking that, which is fine with me. Is always sleeping. Yeah, I knew it, and it's cool. Oh, okay. The drawing is a nice. It's amazing. Woman, you can get sushi. It's okay. You ain't gonna you gotta say all that. It's fine. But I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Ah, that's true. I can add a highlight to the eyes. Then at least the white will pop out some more. Let me fix that a bit. Okay. And then. What else can we? Maybe I shouldn't mess around with that just because of the rest of the environment. The background should do something with that. We'll see. Yeah, that's fine. To there. It's not coming from the back. Is anyone excited for the new Spider-Man movie? Or does anyone have any concerns? I'm curious to hear as I wrap up. Nice. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm looking forward to watching it. I do have some reservations, but maybe these reservations were trained into me because me as a kid seeing so many like characters that Spider-Man would have to be dealing with would have excited me. And today, because of how that hasn't been handled so well with like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as an example, I don't know. I'd really hope they pull it off. Whatever it is they're doing, I hope they pull it off. But it does look like a good time, and I'm looking forward to watching it. Two of this one of that, some more. And then what I can do, I got this cool little thing that allows me to just highlight some more in certain areas. It's a white crayon. I called it a cool little thing, like it's a contraption of some sorts. I just forget words, so forgive me. There we go. I'll use it soon. Just noticed something here. This is my first Spider-Man drawing in like proper drawing, like putting time into it in years. Definitely more than a decade. Definitely. Okay. Add some highlights. Nothing crazy. Not even that easy to see. But with the eyes, definitely getting that white in there. Don't know that I can do more than this. Um, let's do this. Let's add some background. So I want to do something with the webs. So may not necessarily have buildings like the original picture, but I do have an idea for just how I can get the webs to show up in a cool way. I think doing it like this is better. Just a pattern, one direction. Russell, who's your favorite Spider-Man? Uh, and then the webbies. I wonder if y'all can hear that. Okay, that is I'm just seeing a question now. That is an electric eraser. Got it months ago, then started using it recently. Um, to follow along with the course that required it. So it's really cool to use when messing with charcoal. Things like this, I'll leave that one. You know. And then let's add some highlight. Oh, 15 minutes left. Nice. Oh dang. I'm seeing Russell stuff as well. So good approval with Toby props, but I really like what Thomas Dante Cat and Andrea has moments too. Yeah, yeah, I'm exactly the same. It's in that order for me. It's Toby, Tom, and Andrew. Andrew did have his moments, like you said, and I like the direction that Tom is going. But yeah, nothing beats Toby for me. I once disliked Spider-Man 2 um, because I was too young to understand what was going on. I'm like, why is dude losing his powers? And he got it back. I'm excited, but like, I'm not trying to go through a Spider-Man movie and dude's lost his powers. No, I need to see Spider-Man in action. Just then, what made me enjoy Spider-Man 3 more. But I finally grew up and understood the story more, and I really resonated with it as I was completing high school and the newfound responsibilities that I had. So, Spider-Man 2 is cool. It's good, not cool. It's good. The reason why I'm doing the white highlight now. Oh snap! Look at me, bro. That's crazy, man. I'm honored, bro. Stop watching a man golden video to watch me. Like, man, I appreciate that. If y'all don't know who Man Golden is, man, amazing business consultant, man of God. And bro, stop watching him to watch me. I appreciate it, man. Seriously. What was I saying? That I'm adding the highlights now because they don't really work when charcoal is applied on it. It blends and mixes and becomes like a grayish thing. So then now I'm gonna just like do a little, nothing crazy. Just, as you know, Spider-Man's webs they be doing that stuff. Because it still needs some kind of outline to represent that. This is a web and this is intended to be here. This is not part of what's going on in the background. But that's the best way I could do it right now. I've had a long day. Uh, Tiring but productive. And I enjoyed very much this time drawing and getting to know and meet new people. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate the support. And I don't know if anyone has one question before I head out because I do have a few more minutes. I'm gonna finalize a few things here. Ah, the original picture has like this shining thing where it seems like the sun is shining from that angle. Maybe it's reflecting off some building here. I don't know if I want to do that. If I want to mess with that and just like get the just get that part out like over here. I think it would make it interesting. I just don't know if I should do it because sometimes good ideas aren't the best um in a drawing session. Like once tried to add on more than what was needed and it made the picture worse. And I'm just unsure right now if adding that sunlight makes sense in the reference picture but wouldn't make sense here. I don't know. It's only one way to find out. So I'm doing it. Okay. Here goes nothing. Mm, 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 mm. Can't see. What does that look? And the good news is I can always just like charcoal this back, so that's fine. Just put some charcoal back on it. I'm just unsure, you know? Light beating from the back, cool. And then just like this whole area here. in the center. That's basically the light beaming from this reflection. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't look like it's doing much for the picture. I don't mind the feedback, honestly. Right? I think it's just better with the charcoal. I think it's better covered up. Look at it from the camera. I'm not. Think it looks cool like this, Russ? What do you think? I could make like this area darker just so that it pops out more. Right? Like I could make it especially darker in that area. Then at least the contrast is higher, right? Like, looks good. To be honest, you inspired me to edit one of my vids, so I wasn't paying attention for the last couple of it. Ah, no problem. The question was about this. Like I'm adding like this thing here to where it's like sunlight beaming from behind him, and the question was whether that would be worth having or not having. My wife said she thinks it's cool like that. And I wanted to know what you think, because if it wasn't good to have here, then I would have just removed it all entirely and just covered it up with charcoal. And I think I can do something with it. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing hope. I can blend this. So you know, just darker, 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 darker. Now that it's darker where it needs to be, I'm then going to do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. The widest part, and then can add some at the bottom here. Okay. Also, if your wife likes it, should probably go with that, right? These wives are wives. Shout out to wives. Okay. Once again. Can also get a bigger size of this thing, but this small one will do. Okay. Okay. And then boom, boom, boom. Excited to see your video, man. I've already subscribed to you, so it's just a matter of getting notified when it comes on. But thanks for coming in, and everyone else, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And until the next one, have a great weekend.